Hi everyone, Nicole here for Family Matters, and today we are going to be talking about meal planning. I know that a lot of times in the new year people make resolutions or set goals to try and do more things around the house, and I know one of the things that I do hear a lot or often hear from parents is trying to meal plan. So let's break down some different things that you can do to make your meal planning more successful and that you spend less and you get more food and you don't waste as much. So let's dive in. So a lot of my resources today will be from unlockfood.ca. Which I will post in the description of this video. I do also have a couple other tips from a couple other websites that I've been using as well. So let's talk about 10 things just to get started here. Make a menu. So the important thing to remember when you're making a menu is it doesn't need to be a binder full of recipes or full of every month's food. Things change. Be flexible. You know what? If you need to just throw it on a notepad or a post-it, or maybe you have a whiteboard calendar, do what works for you and what is achievable for you. A lot of times we see these beautiful things put up on Pinterest or on these blog websites, and if you know what, they're not attainable for me. That's not who I am. For me, jotting things down in my daily planner or whatever about what I want to buy or what I want to plan, that's what works. So do what works for you. Plan your plan your foods around what's on sale. Look for what's on sale at the grocery coming up. Maybe roasts are on sale or there's chicken. I always tend to focus more on the proteins because that is the more expensive dish. Another tip is to try and make one of your dishes a vegetarian dish that doesn't involve any actual meat but contains a different protein such as beans and legumes. Check what's on the flyers, see what's on sale, try and save some money by going with frozen vegetables instead of fresh, and things like that. Shop for what's in season. Number 3, I kind of touched on this one already, plan one meatless meal a week. This could be something such as eggs, tofu, peanut butter, canned fish, beans, lentils. Any of those are great protein substitutes and they often cost a lot less than meat. Number 4, check your pantry, check your fridge, check your freezer. What do you already have at home? What do you have that, maybe expiring soon? What's in the freezer that you really should be getting eat up so you can rotate in some new stuff? So plan your meals or plan your menus around what you already have, what's going to expire soon so that you don't end up having to throw things out. Number 5 is enjoy grains more often. So oftentimes grains such as rice or pasta, barley, couscous, they're usually very inexpensive and can be used in a variety of different recipes. You can use them in soups and stews and salads as well as a side dish. They can be very filling and very cost effective as well. Number 6, avoid recipes that need just one specific special ingredient. So for examples are, if you really want to try a curry, if you're not going to use the whole jar of curry, maybe see if you can find a smaller tube, unless you're going to be using this in a regular rotation. Having to buy a special ingredient just for one recipe and you're not going to be using it again is kind of a waste of money if you're not going to put it on your regular menu rotation. So keep that in mind when you're planning recipes. Can something be substituted so that it is something that you might already have? Plan around leftovers. So this is a great thing. It takes a lot of stress off of having to plan something every single day. For example, if you cook a chicken on Monday or a roast on Monday and you have that with potatoes and a vegetable on the side, maybe you could turn around and turn that into a stir fry or a soup with the leftover chicken and vegetables. So think ahead and what you're going to do. You know your family, you know how much they eat. So if you want leftovers, be sure to buy and plan for extra for after. And sometimes we get surprised and there aren't any leftovers, and that's okay. That's where we can be flexible and try and pull from our freezers or maybe another recipe we can bump up earlier in the week. If you have extras, make more. So I know that sounds a little strange, but for example, if you buy a bag of carrots and you only need 2 carrots out of the bag, use the rest. Make a carrot soup or do something with it. For example, if you buy a big flat of ground beef because it is cheaper, but you only really need a pound, use up the rest of it. Instead of making 1 lasagna, make 2 lasagnas. Freeze one. Try and use up the ingredients so that they're not just sitting in the fridge waiting to go bad. And the last one is know what your family likes to eat. So it's important when we do meal planning that we put stuff on our meal plans that we know our families are going to eat. A lot of times people take this as an opportunity to try new foods and they go crazy trying to plan a new recipe every single day. It's very overwhelming because a lot of times following a recipe can give a lot of anxiety to people, and it can be a little difficult at times. So sticking with some of your true and tried favorites are a great way to meal plan, and then add in a special meal maybe once a week until you feel more comfortable, and see what your family likes. If they really love it, add it to the regular rotation. The more you make it, the more you know. So a couple things that people really start to worry about or are concerned about is, again, it doesn't need to be a really big binder of recipes. It literally can be something you write down in your daily planner or scribble down a piece of paper and slap up on the fridge. Just a reminder of what you had planned out for the week. Also, meal plans don't necessarily mean you have to always cook. I know it sounds kind of strange to put takeout on your meal plan, but if that's something that you and your family would like to do every once in a while, put it on your meal plan. If you would like to order pizza or Chinese or whatever it is, throw it on your meal plan. Maybe you could use those for leftovers on a different day. And it might seem like a lot of work all at once, sitting down to work on a meal plan, but once you get the hang of it, and like you said, you have some recipes that you like to put into rotation, it becomes a lot easier. And you become flexible with it too. So for example, if you didn't have leftovers, you could take Thursday or Friday's meal and plug it into Tuesday's. The big thing is to try and only go grocery shopping once a week, which will save you a lot of money. Try and stick to your list of ingredients, making sure that you write everything down that you need for all of your recipes, making sure you've checked your pantry, checked your refrigerator, and that you don't already have those ingredients at home, and then go shopping. Stick to your list, get what you need, and stay out of the store unless you absolutely need something else. That's the key. And then you'll have everything right at your fingertips, ready to go. No excuses. So I hope these tips have kind of helped a little bit in terms of trying to meal plan. If you have any ideas or any ways that you love to meal plan, please share them in the comments below. I would love to hear your different tricks. And I will also link, again, the couple of websites that I've used for reference for this video. And I can also try and share some meal planning templates that I have. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we will talk to you soon. Bye everyone!